And we're back. Okay, the TAKful Creator here. Let's get started. May God the Creator bless us. May God the Redeemer heal us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us. Give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hands to do the work of God. Feet to walk the path of justice, and mouths to preach the good news. May the angel of peace, prosperity, love, guidance, grace, nurturing, healing, lead us to the reign of God. This is so interesting. Cut it, fission, instability, straight hair. Okay, these are a lot of messages. Sex worker, criminal, crime, medium. New ideas or ventures with an immature female, possibly a crime. Something dirty or explicit, but it's between a divine test and ascension symptoms. MK Ultra is offering people this chipper nature after some kind of dream-like experience. Why? Because there was some kind of information about a molester or pedophile rapist that was just baffling. I'm not getting bomb, I'm just getting baffling. Cause people to not be seen in such a perfectionist light, but really seen as the blueprint. It might have been an expensive endeavor, but again, it was only seen once this Virgo energy was removed, right? So, let's figure out what this all means. So we have this baby blue energy with a Leo and a nap time. Someone who has to go to the dentist's office, having arrested development, being pissy, but giving praise to the ethereal for the reconciliation that's on. So there is an energy thanking the divine for a reconciliation. Has that reconciliation happened yet? No, but it's in the woodworks. Okay, blessings have been accepted, but are unsure if they're going to be denied. So there's some blessings that are offered or here, but we don't know yet if they're going to be accepted or denied by this Virgo energy. Something about some envy being overturned. Like they're no longer envious. Buckle up. The ancestors are about to have you on for a ride, because whatever hate that was on, and whatever parasitical relationship that was there with a baby mama or a daddy is finally and blue. So what I'm getting is finally healed. It has finally overcame. The removal process is done. This person has fully healed from this parasitical baby mama or daddy relationship or tie. Now, I was getting blue as in like on the road, like they're driving away, like they're gone, they removed themselves. That's what I'm getting here by this. And so someone's going to need a chiropractor or spa. Is that in a good sense? Okay, so someone might be doing some kind of awesome activities that's going to require them to maybe need a back rub or put a little strain on their back, but it's a positive thing. And this is going to happen in the front side or backyard, because an energy is going to be people pleasing this Virgo into serendipity or bliss, right? Why? Because there's a tower moment that was overcome, and right now they just want platitude. They want understanding of the gray area that was there, and not to fully pick a side, because things are convoluted, right? So this is all going to happen in a sacred space, and this is going to happen because I always like to talk about my readings being in the present moment. Is this happening yesterday, 10 years ago? Is this past? Is this future? Okay, is this present future? Okay, so what that means is that if it's not happening as we speak, as you're listening to this video, it most likely will happen tonight, or it most likely will happen tomorrow night. It's something like immediate, whatever your definition of immediate is, okay? So whatever the sacred space that you have, just know that you are going to be left with an ultimatum. Are you reconciling? Either way, you're being given the choice, okay? Confirmation. Now, this might take a journey because it seems like a predictable cycle, but it's divinely protected. You don't have to worry, and maybe this early Tuesday will really showcase how magnetic and attractive this Gemini energy is, and be that jamais vu that we really are requesting if you see a reconciliation has to happen. Well, why did the reconciliation, need to happen? Most likely there was some kind of breakup or issue. Well, that breakup or issue is a predictable cycle, and who wants to be a part of a predictable cycle? It's great news to see that this cycle is new, right? It's becoming of removing from karma. It's becoming of our divine path, especially if it's divinely protected and divinely orchestrated, right? So then we have this make-a-wish in January. Maybe there was a wish that was made in January due to some kind of recycling of bad experiences, but then this realization happened about this guest room or child room energy, like the definition of what it is to teach the next generation, to offer guidance, to offer excessive advice and prompting and navigation, so that whatever attachments that people have, growing up because they didn't learn something in their childhood or whatever the case is, like that, it could be really purged through that blue energy. Like, let it go. Okay, you can let it go by affirming a wish, something that you most likely wished in January. I'm getting like the new year vibe, but not around New Year. So like late January, when you were like, okay, I'm really gonna go and revamp stuff, because we know the real New Year is between Aquarius and Pisces season. Excuse me. Oh no, the New Year is actually between Pisces and Aries season. What? So I guess I'm getting some Pisces Aquarius energy here. But whatever candle magic that was thrown in January on this guest room or child energy, a realization has been made, and the realization is that it's recycling bad experiences, and you have to remove those experiences entirely as to not recycle them, okay, and to offer this new endeavor. But how do you do that? If you don't have any, physical control over everything in your environment, maybe you can ask the divine for help. And if you don't have a strong connection, making a wish, maybe the divine will hear you and, give you that wish, right? Why? Because it's Gemini energy of angels on one, a demon on the other, of balancing the good and bad in most situations. They approach whatever situation diplomatically. Okay, and what did that do? Bet this is something you would want to subscribe to, because the way that you're handling it, the way that you're offering the information, the way that you are expressing how you feel is not putting on a show, even though that was the esteem. It was that you were maybe being dramatic or theatrical. But in actuality, no, you were, like most sports, you were in it for the long haul. You were providing the energy that was necessary to give you the momentum that you would need in sports, right? And maybe not even like playing the sport, like the momentum you would need going to a sports game and watching it, like that kind of thing. And you approach it diplomatically, which is good. This is going to give you a great outcome on an early Tuesday. And I'm getting like an early Tuesday, like super early, like an overnight into a Tuesday. Okay, but beware, there's some physical danger around Labor Day that, can mess up this situation, that can cause whatever predictable cycle, the illusion of a predictable cycle, right, to cast an envious vibe instead of an envious vibe opposed to a more life-giving vibe, right? And when I mean life-giving vibe, even in the hardest situations, even when there seems like there's imminent death, you are still the light, you are still the life, you are still the cultivation, and the what do I want to say? It is the evidence that even in a period of death, there's life, there's growth. Okay, so in this reconciliation, just know that blessings are accepted, and there might be some devil energy that's leading up to this timeline shift. So if you have some sporadic dreams and stuff, just know it might leave you pissy because you have to offer the 5D some kind of investment, right? 5D is going through a spiritual war. You put some stuff on your altar. 5D is going through a spiritual war. You cleanse your body spiritually so that you raise your frequency and the attacks don't harm you as much. And this way they do less physical work with the demons that can attach themselves to you, that can, you know, thwart plans. So that's the whole reason why if we can collectively get our energy up, it's going to get to a point where the lower vibrational energies cannot touch us. You get what I'm saying? So now that we have this reconciliation on, and this devil energy that is kind of emanating around the shifting realities, it's going to take someone kind of being a coward with this hard fall and seeing the signs and synchronicities of whatever March Madness that happened, and understanding that people were moving in a vengeful light. People were spreading lies. Yes, people were spreading lies. People were committing true crimes. And instead of you believing the person that is the victim, you believe the person that was the perpetrator. You're told to proceed with caution here, but you believe the gypsy energy. And in actuality, that is a thief. And it's causing you to have this rebirth process. One that you could have had without this, oh, I guess not. This, you know, in order for you to have this rebirth, you had to go through this chaos. And I guess it's going to leave this energy with having a date night to kind of, I guess, seal the deal of this emotional purge. This, you know, we're growing in this culturally, diplomatically. We're not repeating predictable cycles, but in actuality, we're maybe going to get a coffee and figuring out, like, what true crimes were committed, what could be true crimes. You see, safe and sound, because we had some kind of craziness on Valentine's Day that offered no luck. But just know, like, this date room energy, this bathroom, purging the emotions and doing the personal care. Like, when you're talking about the beach or ocean, oftentimes that healing requires other people in the collective. But when you're talking about bathroom master energy, you're talking about your own personal emotional purge. Like, you're talking about literally removing what is not offering you this heaven on earth so that you can see it. And what is that? You thinking that you deserve 100 acres in a mile. Remove that thought process so that you can really receive this journey, opposed to an excursion with this chocolate brown person. You can't move like you are hacked, okay? Like you're God's gift to the world and very grandiose, because that is not your true authentic self. Okay, live now. This is real news. Okay, you're cloaked in the 5D. What does that mean? That means that you can show your ass if that is necessary, and no one else will beat you up for it, because divinely you needed to do that to ascend. Okay, to be this chosen energy. So do it. Now you're beginning a new cycle. Okay, you're removing that needing 3D praise, giving 3D praise, and you're about to go on a date night. All right, check your front or side or backyard for some information on, you know, this date night. Some reciprocation is needed. So, you know, just because you're going on this date night with this immature male, you know, he may want you to act like a stripper and stuff like that, you know, moving your fine straight hair energy opposed to your thick straight hair energy. And that might offer you some kind of instability, right? It is your requirement to say hell no. Let this date night be what a date night is, and it's just to reconcile. Offer the self-care that you need, and sometimes self-care is not always by yourself. Sometimes you go out with somebody and you're both in the same vicinity caring for yourselves, okay? Or having the other person care for yourself. Like, it's self-care, right? And this most likely would happen next to a trash can or garbage, maybe a cleaning, purging of items, some guest kid bedroom. That could be with a guy or boy in an SUV or truck, sees a man over 40 and a lengthy message. You know, someone has a glow up. You know, they found a duplicate, a stunt double, tea, spice, piping hot. But this royal energy is frugal, and they give unto others. Acts like a Cancer, and it's an important notice. But just know, like, there's going to be some kind of lengthy message at night don't engage. Okay, you've grown up. Don't engage. This is an immature male. Do not engage. Okay, this is training. And it could turn into a criminal or crime. This is technically a whole joke, but it's because someone's in a mental entrapment. Just know that this date night, you see how it moved over here? That's how we're ending. It's going to end in a date night. It's an important notice. Just know that this is how this person feels. This is what this person's personal battle, self-care battle is, while still moving toward this divine energy, this royal energy, okay? So on that note, we're going to leave it there. All right. So I wish you all the best of luck. I'll see you soon. Until the next